And like that, we are back, fellow collectors. We are back for another review. This is going to be, of course, I got to come back with the Godzilla figure. I'm so excited to be back. We are back. Please enjoy the review. What's up, fellow collectors? Die action. Dale. What's up, fellow collectors? Godzilla back again for another review, and today we're going to take a look at this piece that came in a while ago, but I'm finally back in reviews, and this is the MegaHouse Godzilla Minus One Ultimate Article Monsters Godzilla Attacking Ginza version. ARTICLE Article. I don't know, that's different. That's different for me. But anyways, that's the name. And this is a piece that I bought off of the Godzilla store. Something I was very intrigued in because I did see a YouTube short on this where someone was at Japan in one of the shows and they had this on display. There's two versions of this. There's one with the LEDs and one without the LEDs. Of course, I had to get the LED one. The difference with the LED one is this one lights up, but not only does it light up, it lights up particularly just like the movie where each dorsal fin is segmented and it has the sounds. So when I saw this on that short, I knew I had to get this piece. This was definitely a piece I want to have in my collection because this is the first time I've seen a Godzilla light-up figure or statue, if you want to call this, that has the actual accurate color and sound and visuals of the light-up feature of the atomic blast. So I'm very excited for this. So I want to show you guys the box real quick, give you a good 360 rotation of the box, and of course now we're gonna see the top of the box. I like to do this for you guys because just in case people buy figures on eBay or things on eBay and you're always curious if you got a bootleg or something that's not supposed to be what's supposed to be, but this is exactly what you're supposed to get in the box if you order it. So please use my videos for reference when you buy things new or if you're ever in question. All right, so once you open the package, you agree with the clamshell. You can see right here, you get this little sticker here. I think this is part of the base. You stick this onto the base to give that Godzilla Minus One logo on there. You got the manual on there. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you love the smell of new figures or new statues, just anything new, this definitely has the nice smell. That nice, you smell it. If you smell what Godzilla's cooking, you love what he's cooking right here because that thing has a potent, brand new smell. And you basically greet it with one layer clamshell. You can see Godzilla right there. You can see the tail detaches from there. Not sure what this is right here. There's like a peg or something. It's probably for the stand. You can see Godzilla right here. And then you can see the base right here. So definitely something cool, nice, securely packaged. You can shake and bake this and nothing's going to happen to it. So definitely secured. Thankfully, I had this in the package for a long time and nothing happened to it. So, but we'll see up close first. But look at his face. Look at that. Look at my boy. Look at my boy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, so let's go ahead and get him out the package so you can see up close in 4K of how much detail is on this statue. So when you open the little packet that comes with the manual, you get this little warning thing in here. That's actually in English. I'm surprised. So this is basically English saying you can't modify or change the statue, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then these definitely are stickers right here. This is the Godzilla Minus One. Has like a nice shine to it right there. This is one sticker, and this is basically the Godzilla Minus One. And according to the instructions, you get the instructions right here, which is weird because, yeah, this is not in English, but this is in English. The most important part is not in English. They should have just a little bit English in the bottom. I understand it's an import, so it is what it is. But at least I got pictures. So basically, it takes three AAA batteries. I think it's AAA battery. I can't even tell. I'll let you guys know once I enter the batteries, and then you can see the tail attaches right there. You got that little peg there. It's like a little stand base that you put in right there. And then you can see that he pegs into the top of the base. And the stickers, it shows you right here. The stickers, these two stickers, that one goes over here in this portion. And then this longer one goes right here in the faceplate. And you can see that's where the on and off button's at. And it shows you the sequences. And this is why I was super excited for this. Because when this lights up, it lights up just like the movie. It does the little segments on his dorsal fins all the way to the top. Then the whole thing lights up. And he does that roar. Ah, I can't wait to try this. Woo! Can't wait. But anyways, move this to the side. You can see Godzilla right there. Here's the base, real quick in the plastic. And then you can see the tail over here and the figure right here. So let's for sure get them out so we can see all the detail on this amazing piece in 4K. And here we have Godzilla out of the packaging, all the little stickers for the plate right here. Here's the base outside the plastic wrap right here. So you can see right here, there's the on, off. There's the off, on one, and then on two. Going to the instructions right here. I think on one does the one where it does the segments, like the segmented, like when he first charges it up in the movie. And then on two does it where it just stays on. But we're going to test it out because I am going to show you guys how it looks in the LED. I'm going to try to get my best I can with it, putting it dark. Hopefully it's a good brightness. And I actually want to compare it with my Mezco Godzilla, the Ultimate Godzilla, and with the Prime 1 Godzilla. But anyway, so there's the base right there. Some more stickers and stats for this base right here you have to put there. And you basically will put it in the front. Looks like right here. So this is the front portion of the base. So the on and off is right there. The Godzilla is going to peg into here. Here's the speakers that you would hear. And it actually takes, let's see. Oh, I didn't open it up. It looks like it's AAA battery. So it takes 3 AAA batteries. But once again, I will confirm that again when I get the light up function going on. So, taking out the packaging, one thing that kind of surprised me was like the lightness of it. So it does feel like a PVC, like an X plus type figure or statue, whatever you want to call. So it feels like the lightness of it is. I thought it was gonna be like a little bit heavier because of the light up features and the fact that it has a, you know, like the way it plugs in right here has electronics inside of it. So I thought it was gonna have like a little bit more base. I know electronics is way more. I'm just saying, but I just thought it was gonna have a little more. Where I'm not saying it's a plus or a negative. I just, I was surprised. It's a little lighter than I thought it was gonna be, but it definitely has. Look at that detail, man. You can see the detail. You can see the eyes. Like, definitely has that evil intent Godzilla had when he freaking did this blast for the first time and just wrecked stuff, man. He was like proud of himself. He's like, like, yeah. Now what? What you want? What you want? What you want? Don't start. There won't be none. But this definitely has a lot of detail that you can see inside the mouth. Let me see if I can bring the brightness a little bit higher, so just so you guys can see some of the detail inside that mouth. Let's see how bright I can go. How bright can I go? How bright? Yeah, so that's the brightest I can go because it's gonna be a little too bright. But you can see like it actually looks like a wet texture inside the mouth. Definitely nice detail in there. The teeth and everything look nice. Just the scales. And now, just give you guys a heads up too. This is like exaggerated proportions on the thighs and everything. So in the description of this, it did say it's like like artistic version. So but it has exaggerated proportions on it just to kind of make it look different and more menacing. So, but yeah, it definitely has. I like the way the dorsal fins look. They're kind of like a clear. You can't really see it on camera, but they're kind of see through like a transparent, you know, soft vinyl. So, but they have a lot of details. You can see let's go down the spines right here. Definitely looks good. Go ahead, detail. Looks very nice. Attention to detail right there from the movie. Looks so rugged and rough, just like in the movie. It looks just like he has like the dirt, like all the dirt, debris all over him. Just looks all dirty and dusty. Look at the claws. This is one of my favorite things about Godzilla Minus One. This version of him, those like his elbows have the spikes, man. Imagine him like freaking running off a freaking cliff or something or a building and like dropping an elbow on somebody, Macho Man style. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. But look at that. I love that. That's one of the things I love about this version of the Godzilla. He has a little spikes coming out, kind of right here in the back. His feet look good. You can see all that weathering on the feet. Woo! Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I was doing a little workout before I started this. I wasn't gonna continue this portion, but this portion I was like, I was ready to move after the workout. Let's get this review done. It's time. It's been time for P-Rockzilla to come back with the reviews, and we are coming back, and we're coming back with my boy right here, Godzilla Minus One. I gotta come back with Godzilla. This is my man. This is what I pride myself on. Here's a little plugs. They go in the base right here. As you can see, so it goes right here, bing, bing, and it goes, gets the charge up right there, gets the charge up in the power. I'm amazed with the detail on it. It definitely has a lot of detail on there, so definitely, I think, worth the money so far. What's going to be, for sure, is like the light effects and the sound. Look at the head, look at the top of the head right there. You can see all that detail on there. Oh, I like the way that looks. So detailed. All right, so that's enough for Godzilla right now. I'll definitely do like, 360 him on the base, show you guys how he looks. And then do some more close-up pictures and stuff. Like I said, I want to do a comparison with the dorsal fins lit up. Let's look at the tail. All right, so the tail plugs in right here. As you can see, is a plug there. And that plugs in, this is basically the female. That's the male plug. Plug it in, And then you get power, so unlimited power. You see the detail continues on the tail. You can see all the scales right here, all the ripples. Look at that. That's not nice, man. Oh, the weathering looks nice. The dorsal fins just still even on the tail looks very detailed. Looks nice, just like the movie. Has the curl here, wraps around. As you can see, underneath it has more of that dirt on there. A lot of detail on the tail. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try plugging this in for the first time. So let's go ahead and plug the tail in at least, and let's see if I have to heat it up like the X Plus figures, or it just goes right in. You gotta push it. You gotta push it in a little bit. But as you can see, you gotta push it in a little more. You can hide that seam a little bit more. I don't have it in there fully. Maybe I do have to heat it up. I probably heat up a little bit, maybe, or just use a little force. But yep, so just push that in there. You can see, maybe that's the way it goes, but we'll see. I'll do the light up feature. We'll see. But you do have a big seam there, so I'm hoping that I may just light it up after I'm done with the review. Give an update. I'm hoping that it can go in a little bit more just to hide that seam. That's kind of a big gap there. Like, it makes me feel it's not fully in there, especially this side right here. So I'm trying to push it in as much as I can. See, right, it goes in, and it kind of pops back out. So I think maybe that's the way it is. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna keep messing around with it. It does come with this base to stand here, so it kind of helps with the tail. You gotta feel it has the same exact ripple on there, so you just gotta. I had it early when I took it out. I didn't match it up, so just gotta basically get the feel for it, and you'll match it up, and then you'll see for sure where it goes. But it kind of helps support him, so that way all the weight is not on the heels, or basically he won't topple over. So it kind of holds him up right there. But once again, we'll see when I do the 360 turn. So that's going to come up right about now. Ooh, it feels so good being back. Godzilla. All right, so as you guys can tell, I am rusty. I forgot. It won't be a P-Rockzilla review without a proper size comparison. So, of course, let's get the size comparison started. So there we got Godzilla standing there without the base. I want to do a real proper size comparison without the base, make sure everything's equal. So the first one we're gonna do is gonna be a all Godzilla party attire, whatever you want to call it. And the first one's gonna be the SH Monster Arts Godzilla Minus One. And then the next one's gonna be, I'm always pronouncing this wrong, so if I say wrong, I apologize. But I think it's the Ichiban, it's the Bandai. It's the soft VIX line. And this is the Godzilla Minus One from that line right there. It's a soft vinyl statue. So there you go. There's a nice size comparison with the three other Godzillas. Because if you're gonna get this, I'm pretty sure you have one of these two right here. Because this is kind of like the baby steps to this big piece right here. Well, not big, but you can see the size right there. But the price is pretty big up there. So here's a nice size comparison. So all right, now let's go ahead and get nice up close 4K look at this nice piece right here, and we're gonna check out could it be amazing, could it be lame, light up effects and sound effects. Let's see how that's gonna be. And there we have Godzilla Minus One on the base in his full glory. Now, quick disclosure, I'm pretty sure I got that little peg support thing on his tail wrong. I honestly think you don't need it, because so you see the feet right there, they're not fully flushed into the pegs. I gotta mess around with this some more. I was trying to push it in more, but I was getting some resistance. So I don't obviously want to break those pegs. That's where it gets the power to have the light up function and the sound effects. So don't want to mess with it too much right now, but I will be messing with it a little bit more when I do like the comparison with the LED lights with my other stuff. So outfit, makeup adjustments there, and I will also put the stickers on. I didn't put the stickers on just yet. Just want to mess, got him nice and posed up here. Now, because he's not fully flushed there, you can see, I feel like mine's leaning forward a little bit more. It feels secure, like he's not going to fall over. I just got to mess around some more, and I'm just a little confused with the little peg tail stand there. According to the picture, I can't read anything on there, but according to the picture, that's where it should be. But as you can see, when I have the peg there, it does make him lean forward a little bit more. So, going to mess around with it and make some adjustments. But there you go. All that detail and glory that you see in the Godzilla right here, all the dorsal fins, you look so unique and different on there. They are pretty transparent and clear on the tips, which I'm pretty sure is going to help out with the light up function to make that blue light like just pop a lot more. Like, just I can't wait to try it out. I haven't done it yet, so you guys are gonna be just as surprised as I am the first time I see this. But This is definitely very, very detailed, very light, and looks good on the base. My only complaints with the base so far is when I opened it, the base seemed like it was like fingerprints and some. It just looked dirty. It looked used. It didn't look brand new. It didn't have like a film over it. As you know, when I show you guys real quick, when I do the next one, when I do the close up with the stickers, I'm gonna show you guys if it stands out in camera. I'm not sure if you can see it on here on camera, but it just looks used. So the base could have been a little bit better, I think. The stickers could have had a spot like on the instruction. It shows you where to put it, but there's not like a etched spot for them, so you can hit it. It could be hit or miss. So I just wish a few more things were just a little bit done, but a little bit better. And I just wish you had a little bit more height on this piece right here. But other than that, man, this thing, you can tell right here with the details, looks amazing, looks fantastic, looks just like the movie. Like I said, it is a little, they went overboard with some of the proportions on there, and that was intentional for this piece right here. It's supposed to make this MegaHouse line stand out. It's not completely accurate, but it's accurate enough where you're gonna know what it is. You're gonna know the character from the movie, and it's gonna look like it. It's gonna have cool features and everything like that. So with that in mind, as this spins around, we're gonna go ahead and try out the first light up function. Or not the first. It's not a light up function. It's a sound function. So option 1, when you hit the switch, does the sound, and then option 2 does the light up. So we're gonna try that real quick right now, so you guys can hear this. Hopefully you guys pick this up. Hopefully the camera picks it up. And I think that's it. For that's option 1 right there. Now the other one we're gonna do with the light up function. I'm just gonna put it in the dark right now real quick, and we're gonna actually, should I do it? I'll make it dark. I'll see if it sticks out. I'm not sure if it's gonna stick out. Let me try it real quick without. We'll try it out. We'll try it out. All right, so for the dorsal fin light up feature to pick up on the camera, I had to do it on regular quality, not the HD quality. So this is why it looks a little grainy, but you can see how the light up function works on this piece right here. So let's get started. Here we go. Woohoo! I'm so excited. So here's option 3. There we go. So you can see the dorsal fin. And this is what I love about it. It has a segmentation just like the movie, man. Look at that. Charges up slowly. You see each dorsal fin and the tail starting off. You hear the charging up. Look at that light up feature. Woo, it's going right down. Woo, it's tingly. Make my back tingle myself. Whoa, woo. Oh, whoa. Here we go. Woo. The mouth line up. And this is cool because he's actually charging, inhaling the air. Remember in the movie, he inhales it first. And then he's doing it. He's lighting it up. Now, with that in mind, I feel like it should have been a little bit longer, and more explosive sound, like. That's how it was in the movie. It charged up. It was quiet. He was inhaling it, and then he's went, "Whoa!" Like just let it out. So I wish it should have been a little bit more explosive to sound. But look at that light up feature, man. Look at that. The eyes are lit up. I love the segmented portion, just like it, where it starts off very slow, then it speeds up and it goes to it. So definitely captures the moment in person. It does light up pretty good. Obviously, the camera's not picking up that much. Now, with that in mind, too, seeing it in person, on camera, it looks like a good blue hue. In person, I think it should have been a little bit more bluish. To me, it's more on the whiter side on some portions of the dorsal fins, instead of like more potent, prominent, like light blue, neon blue. So some portions right there, like this one right here, in person right here, looks a little bit more white. This one looks a little bit more white right there. So I just wish it was a little more blue, more, cohesive. Like right there, see this one right here, compared to these two dorsal fins, one looks a little bit more blue, one looks a little more white when you see it in person. So I gotta go back and watch the movie, but I'm pretty sure it was mostly all blue. So that's the only negative I have with it, is just the blue should have been a little bit more brighter. And the explosion port, when he releases the atomic breath, the sound should have been a lot louder and lasted a little bit longer. But I love the fact that you turn it on. There's a segmentation. If you want to leave it on the whole time, you can just leave it like this, and you can have the lights light up on the dorsal fins and the eyes. So definitely cool piece. And the sound effects very much help it out and make it sell the point that you're basically seeing the segment of the movie. Ah, man, I'm enjoying this thing so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab it in hand, put the stickers on it, make a few adjustments, and then we're gonna compare the light up features with the other light up features from the other two Godzillas I have. So all right, we'll be right back. All right, so in this part of the review right here, this is where I want to show you the comparison of the light up effects. Now, I actually want to show you real quick where the stickers go. At least this is the best part I found where the stickers would normally go. The one that says Godzilla Minus One across the front here, that's the longer sticker. Then you have the more of the stubbier sticker up here, goes right here. But anyways, so this is how it looks lit up with the light up effects. You know, in the regular camera. This is not HD. This is just regular. I think 1080p. It's not the 4K, so it looks, you know, this is how it looks lit up. It looks very good, I think. And I want to correct myself. It is more accurate than I thought it was. When I first portioned the review, I thought it was like a little too white, but seeing it lit up in like in a darker room, it actually is accurate. So I'm gonna compare it to right here. This is the Prime 1 Godzilla bust right here. So this is the daytime too right here. So take that in mind right here. So here's the light up features right here on the Prime 1 statue. We're gonna try to get the Godzilla Minus. Ooh, I turned it off by accident. Ah, we gotta go through the whole thing again. Damn it! All right, so that's my mistake. But yeah, so we'll do it here. We'll put them side by side. So you can see the light up features right here. You compare them both right here, and see like it's actually pretty good. It's pretty bright and it's pretty good for the size and for the price too. This Prime 1 piece obviously is in the $1,000 price range, thousands. This piece right here, if I remember correctly, was like, I used the coupon, so if I remember correctly, it was probably like 3 something for me. But I think it retailed for $420. $420. Ah, I love that number. But anyways, yep. So here you go, right here. So this is the light up next to it. So that's a good one right here. Good comparison right here. It's actually very bright for the size, and I'm impressed. It really impressed me a little bit more than I see it in a darker room when I was seeing it. In the light up box, it didn't really impress me, and I think, like I said, it's a lot more accurate here. All right, so let's go to one more comparison. All right, so this comparison is with the Mezco. This is the Mezco Ultimate Godzilla. It's random with this one. Yeah, see, it doesn't always light up, so we gotta touch it again. This one, the negative with this one is it doesn't always stay lit. So there you go. All right, so here we go. So here's the light up right here. And the price range is actually a little bit about the same. If I remember correctly, the Mezco was $450 actually. So it was pricier. So here you go. Here's the light up right here, so you can see kind of compared the two. So it still lights up pretty good. Here's the mouth, you know, the eyes and the mouth. I would say probably the MegaHouse one's probably a little bit better with the light up features. A little bit brighter. And the fact that you can leave it on is definitely basically a good thing right here. This one is, you can't leave it on with the Mezco one. But yeah, so I think this is an awesome piece. I really enjoy it. I'm happy I got it. The way it lights up, and bring us over here so you can see a little bit better. The way it lights up is definitely cool. Yeah, at first I was a little hesitant because of the size and everything, and but I think the light up features makes up for it. You can see it. It looks very cool. I love it so far. It looks very awesome. It looks very good. I don't regret the purchase. I'm happy I got I would say definitely get the light up one if you were to get the option of the two. I know it maybe is still available some sites, but I know it's sold out some sites. So, yep. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe button, click that bell notification, and as always, collectors, keep collecting, stay safe, be good, dale, and we're back.